Hey y'all, I'm sitting in this 1979 Chevy truck by the name of Ruby. I was fixing to put it up in the garage, and this morning, for some reason, I thought I'd share this with you before I put the truck up. I was thinking about a story that for story time, I hadn't done one in a while. So I was thinking about something this morning that I almost forgot about, so I thought I'd share it with you. You might find it interesting, I don't know, but to me it was pretty interesting. Back when I was about probably 6 years old, I was at my grandparents' house, and they lived in Alabama. They both passed away, by the way, but they lived in Alabama on Sand Mountain. It's real sandy soil there, and I was visiting my grandparents. They had a farm. It was about a 60-acre farm, 65, 60-acre farm, something like that. Anyway, we were visiting with my grandparents, my mom and dad, and myself, visiting my grandmother and grandfather, and they lived way out in the sticks, so long way from town. So we was over there visiting. Got up one morning early. We'd spent the night, got up and my dad, and my grandfather decided they was going to go fishing. So I like fishing, so I decided I was going to go too. I think my wife said I had something. Anyway, I decided I was going to go fishing too with them. They wanted me to go, so I jumped in the car, and I think my dad was driving a '63 Pontiac Star Chief. It's red bottom with a white top, four-door car. Good car. I really liked that car. I remember all my dad's cars because I like cars and trucks. But anyway, it's a good little old car, 389. But that's not the story. I've got sidetracked. We was going to go fishing. And about 4 miles away from my grandmother and grandfather's farm, there was a creek. So we drove to the creek with all our fishing gear, which wasn't a whole lot. None of us had much money, fishing pole and some worms. And I think my dad had a few lures and stuff like that he had. And so we got down there and parked the car on the side of the road, and got down there on the creek and started fishing. Well, my dad forgot something in the trunk of the car, and he asked me to go get it. We was down on the bank there, walked a little ways up the creek, and I said, yeah, I'll go get it. Keep in mind, well, you don't know, but I used to be able to run pretty fast back in the day. When I was young, I could run pretty fast. And so anyway, I said, I'll go get it. So he gave me the keys to the trunk of the car, and I took off, going to go get something out of his tackle box or trunk, probably some needle nose pliers, something to get the hooks out with. So I was going to go do that. And while they were all baiting up, my grandfather and dad, so I started going toward the car, and I got on the road there, walking towards the car, and I looked behind me, and there was a snake that was coming up behind me quick. So scared me to death, and I took off running, and I ran as fast as I could, and I'd turn around and look, and that snake was right behind me. I mean, getting it. And I was too. Boy, I was just giving her gas. I was heading on down the road toward the car. We parked a pretty good piece from the creek where we were going to be fishing, and man, that snake was right on my tail. I finally got to the car. As I mentioned, it's a four-door car. I opened up the back door and jumped in and shut the door. Well, after a while, my dad got to wondering where I was at. So he come looking for me, and of course he found me in the back seat of the car. And told him, I said, Dad, he said, what are you doing in the car? And I said, Dad, there's a snake after me. I was shaking like a leaf. I said, the faster I went, the faster he went. And he started laughing at me, and he said, son, that was a racer snake. And I believed it because that thing could move. So he said, if you'd have turned around and took off after him, he'd have turned around and started running away from you. Well, that's a fine time to tell me after I've done run. But I mean, I didn't know, but it scared me to death. Now, I had nightmares about that for a while, but it's kind of funny now to look back at it. And it's one of those times that I'm trying not to ever forget, but I'm getting to be an older guy, and some things don't come to me like they used to. So I thought I'd do this YouTube video story time and tell you about it. And by the way, before I forget that, about running fast, back in my youth, I got to go to the Junior Olympics. And I got to go to Athens, Georgia, where they had all the Junior Olympics going on. And as I said, I could run really fast back in the day. And we had school records and all this stuff. And they sent us to the Junior Olympics to compete with other people in other states. Well, we were doing the 440 relay. That's where you hand off batons. You know, you run a pretty good pace, then hand the baton off to the next person. And you know, I like doing it. I used to like to run a lot, but anyway, the guy, before it even got my turn to run, that one of my teammates dropped the baton on the ground, which disqualified us. Of course, we couldn't have picked it up and run to catch up anyway, because everybody there were speed demons like ourselves. So I don't know how far we could have went. We were really, really good in order to be in the state, you know, the best in Tennessee to go to the Junior Olympics in Athens, Georgia. So I thought I'd mention that to you just because I can. Anyway, hope y'all's having a great day. Please like and subscribe. Give me a big old thumbs up. I'm on Instagram, Primer This Best, Facebook, Primer This Best. And if you'll leave me a comment, let me know what you think about story time. If you like story time or not, I sure would be grateful just for you to let me know. Y'all have a great day. I am, and I'm glad I got to share this with you. Y'all have a great day. Catch you next one. See you later.